So how did I quote unquote fall off from 100,000 monthly listeners to what I have now? Well, I'll tell. Well, I started getting professional help, and I realized that I didn't want to keep doing the whole, thing anymore. I didn't want to be associated with it anymore. I took down all that music, and I became a janitor and a dishwasher. And now I won't lie, there were some difficult experiences there, but I had a lot of fun there. I tell you, I had a lot of fun working that job. That was really fun. When I wasn't washing dishes and scrubbing. I don't even want to say that. So, yeah. And because that song was doing numbers, and obviously I'd taken it down from all platforms, other people re-uploaded it. They probably made tens of thousands of dollars that belonged to North and I, but I never saw any of that. And it's okay. I'm not worried about it or upset over it. It is what it is. I never made nothing crazy from music. Anything that was made in 2022 through 2023 for the short time that I was generating any revenue, it all just went towards the bad habits. So yeah, then there was just nothing to show for it, and I'm extremely embarrassed by it. But you know what? I had to go through all that to learn how to be and how to act. I'm grateful that I'm a much better person now. At least I hope so. Now would I want to have gone back and changed that and not have taken down that music? I don't know. I can't say for certain, but I feel like that was important for me to do it. It was important for my mental health. No amount of money in the world would have made me feel as content as I am now. Like had I not have taken down that music, went on a self-improvement, a mental health improvement journey. Got the professional help I needed. And made it out better on the other side. So I don't dwell on it. I'm not upset over it. I'm actually happy where I am now with how things are going. I love my little niche audience. It's great. I love it. It was so stressful. With those numbers, I don't ever see myself being able to have that again, or even really wanting that. It's nice being small, doing my thing, having I guess for social media, a relatively small crowd supporting me. But to me, that's a big crowd, man. My biggest gig was probably an auditorium or a gymnasium. So we're talking a couple thousand people max. 1,000 for the auditoriums. Or like a dance floor. Of 600 or 700 people. And that was all before 2020. Actually in 2020 I did play some electric bass parts. At a high school football game. But I'll be honest, I went there. Not fully there, not fully not on board to play that gig, and that's something I really regret, not learning the music. I fell into the whole Gen Z trap of the modern music, and I tried so hard to just fit in and be something that I wasn't. I tried to get rid of that jazz influence, and I was pressured to be in the jazz band and the marching band. But I'll be honest, I dropped out of the marching band. I did not like it. I liked playing guitar though, and I liked playing bass in the jazz band. I loved playing upright bass growing up. I loved doing the saxophone for that little bit, those couple years. That was great. I wish I still had those instruments. Really, I'd love to put them on record. But they were unfortunately lent by the school. So I don't know. But yeah, that's all. Love you guys. Hope y'all having a good day, and take care out there, okay?